I forgot, you guys, I don't have a camera for this view. I might have to, like, let you, unredeem, Mia. If you're still there. These are my horns. But I forgot when I do my DS thing that I don't have a camera, I don't have the camera set up for it. So, I'll have to remind me next time you come in the chat, and I'll have to do it then, because, it's kind of no reason for me to wear them. But, just remember next time, when I'm not playing, a DS game, hold on. Word. Step back. Has it got its... But yeah, remember next time when I play that the Worm, because I set this up so it looks like I'm playing on a DS, because this game I'm gonna be playing is a DS game, and I thought it'd be funny to, or kind of cool to have it play like we're actually looking at the original game. So this is actually split into two screens. There's a top, and there's like when the website I'm using. I actually had to like make two panels and like shrink them down and everything. So what I'm looking at is not what you guys are looking at. But here we go. The original Phoenix Wright from 2005. It says 5. It says 2001, 2005. So the first Turnabout. Yes. Episode 1, the first Turnabout. Gasp! Gasp! I'm an old man! Damn it! Why me? I don't know why I still talking like an old man. I can't get caught! Not like this! I gotta find someone to pin this on! Someone like him? I'll make it look like he did it. Ginger, I'm not old-timing for real. My dog is like, he's like, why are you so old-timey right now? August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. Just a court. Defendant lobby, number 2. Stark Raven Matlock, attorney at law, at your service. I can't believe they're actually remaking Matlock with what's her name? She was in Kathy Bates is gonna be the new Matlock. So I gotta remember to look at my phone for chat. I wish I want to get a second screen. Well, one of these days when we get out of here, I'm gonna get a second monitor so I can actually look at chat off to the side. Get out of my ear! My dog keeps licking my ear. Right. Oh hi, Chief. Phew! I'm glad I made it on time. I can't. I try to do voices. Oh, I met my new caseworker today. I don't know if this is too loud. The music's too loud for you guys. I might turn it down a little bit. But I met my new caseworker today, and she's like, "Oh, where were you born?" I'm like, "Missouri." She's like, "Oh, that seems weird because you have a slight draw to your accent, like a southern draw." I don't think so. I mean, I got rid of my Missouri accent. Highway 44. Give me a quarter. That's what we talk like here. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on the murder trial right off the bat like this. That says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you know who to defend before the case? Yes, I guess I could try to do a girl voice for at least the girls. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Huh? Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. That boy ain't right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? His name is Larry Butts, for anybody who doesn't know. Do you love this so much? I need to take a... Whoa, Mia. Do you love my stream so much it made you have to go to the bathroom? Wow, my voice... Hey, you guys. My voice is a laxative now. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend my voice when you're feeling backed up. Oh my god, I went to shake my drink and I opened the lid and I shook it and it's all over me now. My drink is all over my shirt now. I guess I could take my shirt off so I don't have my camera on. What's wrong, Larry? It's over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took it away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Oh. The KKK took my baby away. Took my baby away. I always thought that song was weird. The newspaper say that it was you. Apparently, I don't know if there's achievements for this game. They're like, oh, if you do this wrong, then... But I don't... I'm playing this on a website. I'm not playing this on an emulator. This is not an emulated game. I don't know. Shut up. We all know this is on an emulating website. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Anybody is interested in the website I'm using, it's called retrogames.cc. It's got like Nintendo games, arcade games, Atari. It's got PlayStation. I forget what else, but there's also one that's called retrogames.cz, which has got like Atari games and old computer games like Carmen Sandiego and Oregon Trail and stuff. So I do use websites sometimes to to play old games like this, because why not? I might do an Oregon Trail game where I let if I can get enough people in chat to come in, to vote on what I do, or name the people after streamers I know and stuff. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was no one could stop dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. And 23 years I've known him, he's usually been true. He's a knack for getting himself into trouble. Does the thing keep popping up? I can't tell if, the little screen thing keeps popping up, but I don't know if you can see it. Also, you can save this game. There's a save and load, and it'll save it to your computer. One thing I can say, though, is usually not his fault. He's usually terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. He's not a good guy at heart. Screw that guy. Then I owe him, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. The KKK took my baby away, took my baby away, took my bonus points for anybody who knows who sings that song. I will love you forever. The court is out in session. The trial of Larry Butts. Yes, Frank Sinatra says sing the KKK take my baby away. It's here's a hint. The same band sings Rockaway Beach and beat on the brat with their baseball bat. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide your fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For the client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Lurk? I have to lurk? Family is here? No, you sit here at your family down in front of the computer, in front of them with the TV, and say, hey, we're gonna watch my friends defend Larry Butts in court. This is better than Matlock. That's what you do. Thank you, Your Honor. I actually did stream for somebody's family one time. They're like, was it Ella Vanilla one time was watching me? She's like, oh, by the way, we're watching you at dinner time right now. I'm like, oh, cool, sweet, what's up? My South African fam. I gotta check in. She plays like really early, so because she's in South Africa. I think. God, I forgot how early the time difference is. I forget, like 8 hours. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think it should be have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant on this case. So if you pick like Phoenix Wright or Mia Fey, you get an achievement or something. But the defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. If this is a murder trial, tell me what the victim's name. Hugh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over the cover to cover. It's, wait. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name? The victim. Of course, the victim's name. I just forgot. It's temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in court record. Just touch the court record button and check that anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do that for me, please, I'm begging you. Let's have the answer. Who is the victim in this case? Cinder Black or Cindy Stone? I think it's Cindy Stone, but Cinder Black's pretty funny. Cindy, okay, so it's Cindy Stone. Time of death is, okay, it's time of death was between 4 and 5. Cause of death was a loss of blood due to blood trauma. Butt trauma? This is butt trauma. So it's Cindy. Go back. So it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what is the cause of death? Being bored watching my stream. She's dead because she was poisoned, hit with a blunt object, strangled. She was strangled by being hit. Maybe all three, you don't know. Maybe the object she was struck with had poison on it, and it struck her in the head so hard it put the poison in her brain, and then her spinal cord. I don't fucking whatever. Shut up. I'm just being weird. Also, I need to take this timer off, talking about like how long I've been doing this stuff. Mia Devlin's lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect time to comment. That goddamn Canadian Batman. Could you guys imagine if Batman was Canadian? I'm gonna punch you now, eh? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put you in jail now, Joker, eh? Sorry. And like the penguin, what would the penguin? I guess the penguin would be like, wah, 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 eh? I'm just being stupid. Would Tim Horton be the name of a villain? Because that'd be hilarious. She was struck once by a blunt object. I'm going off on a tangent. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why you shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. God, I forget how much rating is in these. I need to get like find my throat lozenges. Well then, first the question for you, prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. She was struck with a butt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. We found it laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Status added to the court record. Type weapon submitted for evidence. Prosecutor Payne. Prosecutor Payne? Right. Be sure to pay attention to evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. You told me that already. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help the client's case. And just to get a chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. That's a cool jacket. I want the jacket. Mr. Butts, if that's your real name. Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra, Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She wasn't taking my phone calls or saying anything ever. What's to you, anyways? Did you get ghosted? Mr. Butts, what you described here is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she was completely abandoning you, and she was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas, and with one of the other day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Huh, indeed. She appears to have returned to the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer the question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth all the way in all directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop her from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing with other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oof. Wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I just gonna die, drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. You're not smelling good in this one, Mr. Butts. Mr. Butts. I joke, but I actually did. There is a girl that I know of that her last name was Butts. Her name was Jen Butts. Yes, Butts is a real last name. Let's continue trial, shall we? Mrs. Butts. I believe the accused's motivation is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you not, or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, I didn't see her. Wow, it wasn't sounding like a Karen yelling at. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness so you can prove Mr. Butt is lying. I'm sorry, Mr. Butts. Well, that simplifies the matter. Who's the witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Mr. Butts. Order in the court. I'll have a cheeseburger Happy Meal. I already have Rocket Raccoon and Drax, so please, I don't want those toys. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, I got 2 Happy Meals today. Shh, don't tell anybody. Even though I tweeted out about it and told you guys, don't tell anybody else. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Shuit to the stand. Oh, it is a creepy-ass motherfucker. Does he have a third eye? Mr. Shuit, you sell newspaper subscription, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Shuit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness accounts. This is where we're gonna start nailing his ass to the wall. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. When then I saw him lying there, her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in front and found myself unable to go inside. Quailed? I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Oh, we got a first contradiction. She died between 4 and 5. I think I read we got his ass already. I don't even have to look at it. I saw it. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to be working during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some of the cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Shawit used was one of those in fashion, Your Honor. I have the record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Black guy record. Wow. That's not what I said, you guys. I'm not a bigot. I mean, some black guys do make pretty good records, though. I mean, there's the Motown stuff. That's pretty good stuff. Can I borrow your Motown classics? No, my brother, you gotta get your own. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Was it Motown Classics or something like that? I can't remember. And he's like, no, my brother, you gotta get your own. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you're supposed to expose the lies that testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying. Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Did Phoenix Wright not go to court or go to lawyer school? Because he's like, what? What is cross-examination? What are lies? What are even lies? Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find a contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicted evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Like a dog in poop. Actually, don't do that to your dog. That's abuse. Because the dog would be like, just getting upset and will poop somewhere else. And also, that's not cool. Okay. Touch the court record button and point the contradiction at the testimony. Also, you can't yell at your dog after the fact. You have to catch a dog in the act and then yell at him then, because it's after the fact. He might be doing something else, and he might think that what he's doing then is what's wrong and not what he peed somewhere. Like, I don't know how many times our dog peed in our bed when we got him, like our old dogger. Anyways, I couldn't yell at him until I actually finally caught him in the act. I'm like, what the, when I yelled at his ass, and that was the last time he did it, because I caught him. He was peeing on my side of the bed. I don't know if it was like a dominance thing, or what the fuck. Okay, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Wait, can I go back and press that? Hold it. Isn't the man leaving the apartment a common sight? I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. He was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing a scene of the crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Man, Phoenix Wright is like... he's got one like hold it and he's already like conjecture. You can't lie, you can't do this shit. He's like already got his confidence. What the fuck? Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Press. Hold it. Half open, did you say? Yes. The door was half open halfway, yes. I watched her for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek and climb mountains before they are there? It's the same thing. Two words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why would pain cut him off so quickly? So looked into the apartment. What would happen then? Pain knows he's lying. I saw her lying or a woman not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? What? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quelled and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay. What? Wait. He said he tried the phone. He touched the phone, but he's saying he didn't touch the phone. I thought to call the. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? Right? However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entryway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working correct. What happened next? I went by the nearby park to find a public phone. What's with the question marks up here? Is that how many holdups I got? Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone, and being the middle of the afternoon, was no one answer at the apartments nearby apartments. Ah, right. Well, what time did you call again? Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Presents. Cindy's, present. Yeah, 'cause she died. It says time of death before 4 and 5. I caught that before. Objection! Sorry, I shouldn't have clapped like that. You find the body at 1, you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Liar. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. The statement clearly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death are sometime after 4 p.m. and there was no body to find at 1 a.m. How did you explain the 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Shawit, why were you so certain that the body you found the body at 1 a.m.? See, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give the testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but that was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. or 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Oh, I got you now, buddy. You said there was a blackout at the time. I see. You heard the voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you cross-examined the witness? Right. You know what to do. You got this one. I do got this one. Cross-examination, time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Wait, let's see, how do I go and see the... We're saying this time is probably from the television. Actually, the Mr. Stone's building was out from noon to 6. The time. Oh, there we go. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and the record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. Irk. The fence has a point. Why do you an explanation for this, Mr. Shuwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait. I remember now. Mr. Shuwit, the court would prefer you to hear the accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming our credibility. You seem rather distraught. Hey? I don't know how to make... My apologies, Your Honor. My phone's not charging again. You piece of crap phone. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very, very well, Mr. Shuwit. Let's hear your testimony once again more, please. One more, whatever. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Must have been what I saw. You saw a clock, but I guess that would explain it. The defense might make us examine the witness. Gladly. How do I look at stuff? I'm gonna look at... I've played this before. I know what it is. How do I look at... Actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, to see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only remember the table clock. The table clock. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Rather heavy. Can I look at... I'm gonna look at the thing. We said he didn't go in an apartment. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first time I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as the weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Must have been what I saw. Yeah, the murder weapon. Objection! The murder weapon is a thinker, not a clock. Wait a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is that supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? To answer the question, Mr. Shuwit. Hey, I saw it in there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The necklace is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says a time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder weapon was the table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, the present witness testimony is correct. This is the clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony? Your Honor, yes, Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly, it's a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim knew the victim. Tell me, isn't it true that you knew the victim? In fact, you were one of her sugar daddies. Be frank with us, Mr. Stewart. Frank? I'm always frank. Your Honor, we have the complete record of the victim's relationships. Mr. Frank Stewart doesn't not appear anywhere. Huh? Oh, really? Please, Mr. Wright, is the best response you can muster? Try to find a mistake in an off-the-cuff accusation of... Yes, Your Honor, let me think of this over. The witness knew a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. I'll do better than that. I can prove it with you were there and the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That's what was the sound you heard. Order in a court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Stewart, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Well, the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no. I mean, I saw he just ripped his hair off. What the fuck? I threw it at Phoenix Wright. Shut up, sir. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death. I hope that was a wig he just ripped off and didn't scalp himself. Order in court, I say. Your Honor. A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, the claim sound or the sound the witness came from the clock. Do you have anything evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Stewart heard was definitely this clock. The fact was clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Yeah, my Honor, may I have your clock? I ask the court to listen carefully. Beep! I think it's 8:25. It's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusion, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock was exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely this discrepancy between what Mr. Stewart heard and actual time of death. So, Mr. Stewart, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like a clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Huh? He's right. How do I prove going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, I seem to have a lack of critical evidence that support your claim. Now we got it. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, that ends the cross-examination for Mr. Frank Stewart. Well, come on, wait all the way down here to testify and look at what happened. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. Your lawyers are all slime. Gah, almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about that now. Not so fast, Mr. Schwitt. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove this clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste your time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof, right? Right. Can you think of the reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a shadow of a doubt. Huh? Tough words. Let you see pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves the clock was running slow. The passport that she was an evidence, or Paris, right? Because you said it there. Take that, nerd. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we know, the time difference between Paris and here is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there the next day. Wait, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hasn't reset her clock since returning home. And that's why the time you heard when the clocks you struck are dead when their apartment was wrong. Proof for you, enough for you, Mr. Schwitt, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Schwitt, okay. No. Does he have a guilt chasm? He did. He died of guilt. He died of guilt and shame, you guys. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and taken away has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I didn't think I've ever seen somebody complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Well, obviously you don't fucking watch Matlock. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is the only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo, Mr. Butts, woo! And with that, the court is adjourned. Yeah, Mr. Butts. Turns out that Frank Schwitt was a common burglar. He posted a newspaper salesman to check to see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to see her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Schwitt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Schwitt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and smashed her in the face. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought with your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial and in such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong with now? Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait, what? No, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed, but my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was nah, never mind. She belongs to the streets. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget your several. Let's celebrate dinner. Movie my treat. Wait, she got your name wrong, dude. You're such a simp. Oh no, I couldn't. Wait, his name wasn't Harry, it was Larry, right? Am I saying it wrong? Heh, I was the one off. Wait, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she just playing me for a fool. Doesn't make you want to just cry. Larry. Are you sure? Are you so sure? Squeeze me? You think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Isn't it right? Can you stop doing that? Don't you have something that you could show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? That you kept the statue? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. You took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. Do you think so? It's pretty heavy for heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am, thanks. Hope that made you feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of the evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Well, we'll never know if your clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you become a lawyer is because of him? Yeah, part at least. Why does she keep calling him Harry Butts? You have to tell me more about it sometimes whenever we drinks. Yeah, definitely dinner on you, lady. On your butt. So my first trial came to close. Laura slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good I to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me unless you count the clock you gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and a promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. Would be a problem. I wouldn't be able to keep the end. All right, I'm gonna go before the next trial starts. I'll take an hour to do that, really. Brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Okay, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back with Turnabout Sisters. Save your dues, sure. Press start, I don't even know how to save my game. Well, I do, but... confirm. I don't know if I'm even gonna get through this whole one within an hour, because I do have to go out to Walmart before it closes. Bring, beep. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia? What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold to all the evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel keeping evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, yes, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting up until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. Well, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you there, or see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya and Mia. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. That's gonna come up in handy. September 5th, 8:57 a.m. Faye and Co. Law Offices. So their name's Mia Faye. Faye isn't Fairy. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not configurous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho! My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. No! Bam! Oh, look at that purple-haired motherfucker. Look at that purple-haired motherfucker. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye and Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. The chief must have gone home already. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Is there anything I don't know, like, how to... Is there anything I need to look for? I don't know, like... That smell, blood. Sis, someone's there. Huh? Chief? Chief? Chief! Sorry. She's dead, you guys. Got struck down. Who are you? She ran away. Strange girl dropped that cold. I left her lying in an office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under a window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it from when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Huh? Aww. Chief. It's impressive with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon. Again. Chief? It's hard saying like this, but is there any other clues here? She was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantaneously. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. I think they're added to the court record. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be a piece of the glass nightstand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass of shards added to the court record. Nothing else seems clear here. A piece of paper? It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Huh? The word is written in blood, a scrap of paper. Maya. Why did Mia write this? The piece of paper is received from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think there's enough snooping around for now. We better call the police and find out what that girl is doing here. Examine the phone. Right, I better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, somebody come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from the outside the window. Huh? She's starting right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Thank the company ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. Small office, but that makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief's never gunned with machines. About all she used PC for was email. She picked up the ancient model from a garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed the case regarding the recent rulings. The chief's chair. The simple functional design feels pretty good to sit in it too. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Some shards of glass were scattered on the floor. They seem to be in the remains of the glass nightstand. Huh? That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing the girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. Never thought there'd be used as evidence like outside the courtroom. Oh wait, that's that one. Okay. Department store receipt with a letter. Oh wait. Before Mia died, she wrote a message on with her own blood. She wrote on it with the back of her receipt. Huh? That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would my sister write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Wee-wee, 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 wee-wee. Huh? The police? Signs that they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Freeze, sucker! Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Alright, Detective Dick Gumshoe. He's a private dick. He's a gumshoe. Gumshoe, what an odd name. I received a report from the building across the way, see? Yeah, see? Yeah. Across the way, see? I got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been the woman I saw. Anyways, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, wouldn't have, nah. Wow! Excuse me. Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here with this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? What? No! Mia's younger sister, Mia's younger sister, Mia and Maya, whatever, was arrested on the spot. I was taken for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy. I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, Angelou. Where's my stupid phone? September 6, 9:07 a.m. Detention Center, visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you, of course I will. Sorry, not a chance. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say some wrong thing? She sat her down. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look like that? No. I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've always heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge of the whole time. It's been a while. Ha, so you've crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear in the hearts of the evil types. The only thing is he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oh, wow. Wow. That's what she said. Oh, betrayal. Emotional damage. Wait, I got a sound order for this. Wait for it.
I may not know my flowers,
but I know a bitch when I see one. How dare she talk to me like that? What a biatch. I know she's dead, but jeez. I'm sorry. I didn't mean trouble for you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't sit around and watch. When I think the person who did this to Mia... Huh? I know. Talk. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform that you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker, the one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want me to hear her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. Recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have the conversation with you and your sister on a cell phone. Let's hear it. Alright. Oh. I just remembered, the detectives took my cell phone. Well, of course they did. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo adding to the court report. Court record, I mean. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing for the last hour is thinking about it. It's kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to the piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. That's the thinker of the clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training? That's right. The Faye family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Faye family? So Mia was into that stuff too? Of course. She left the mountains to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-God spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. What? I'm so sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of the famous lawyer. My sister gave it to me a long time ago. She said if I ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? To refuse and say I'll do it? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Or 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? But if the guy refuses, they told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They give me until 4 a.m. or 4 o'clock this afternoon. The visiting hour's almost up. I better hurry. Right. I'll be back. Go to Grossberg law offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'll be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I go good stuff. The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The whole painting is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. Huh. Now look at Albany case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I could tell somebody here's got money to burn. A solid mahogany desk. That wood's been polished so deep in deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelf filled with expensive-looking books. Huh, funny. They don't look like they've been read. Why would someone get books if they don't read them? Expensive-looking... Okay, I guess we're done here? Fate and Co. office. Number 6, Fate and Co. law office. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, I didn't know it was you from... don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could somebody mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and they're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe, Detective Suede Shoes, Detective Gumtree? Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyways, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. But be right there. Ahem. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Let's talk to him. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now, you don't look like to me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but it doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. I can see the report, but that's all. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is the one trial you ain't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on their prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you know him? Don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He doesn't stop until he gets the guilty verdict. Don't talk to him like that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, we're afraid they're pretty close to he must decide the case. So Edgeworth is the one, is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredible young age of 20. Of course, there's rumors that Abekali deals in forged evidence, and all I know is for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion. I never imagined he'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think I could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Oh no, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. If you tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it back to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. The cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds a lot of little girl sweethearts and spicy secrets. Irk, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious calls and record in there after all. Seems I didn't notice a recorded conversation. Alright, received minus. Can I listen to it? Check the court record to see the record conversation. I guess I asked all the questions I need to. You're all done, pal. Yes, thanks to you. Thank you, I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning to talking to the witness. Anyways, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying to lawyer tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get you detective. Try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. It's gotta be May. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Why'd you doing like the Nyan, like, pose? Yeah. Hi, smooth, right, real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me about? He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal, tee-hee. Remember to self-thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting and hardly contain myself. Oh, let me freshen up so I can look the part for the beautiful eyewitness. The hell? I pity the lawyer who has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in a drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, what are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't be playing around with other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what she could be hiding inside the drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? You need to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound like a lawyer in the movies. Like the man with a big vocabulary. Gulp. Better not encourage her. You know the thing that occurred, happened the other day? The bad thing? What'd you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to the courtroom tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you, just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee! You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Huh. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee-hee! You had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on a table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing power of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives. Like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go back and go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Why does she have a bottle and 2 glasses that are on a table? Someone's been staying with her. Cough, cough, cough. Maybe later. Okay. Let's go see if we can talk to the Grossberg law guy. Huh, seems like Mr. Crossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yeah, that's me. He even looks more grounded than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Huh, something the matter? You come to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Huh, what's a strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial is tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew that her sister would be, her sister in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I go back, I look elsewhere, grumble. I think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid no lawyer worth a salt will take the particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon. Could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She works here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in a blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with the burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. That's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Let's go to detention center. September 6th. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Visiting time was almost up. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, you see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Erp? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. She could still be alive? Excuse me. Though my family have been mediums for generations, they say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you lived by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her, all that by herself in the mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir, everyone talking about it apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told the papers that my mother was a fraud and that the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. White? Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Huh. Just a little longer now before a state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? I don't leave her to go home. I made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Somebody else is the culprit. I don't know why. I can't abandon you. No, this is just sad as in person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you, and you can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, smile at least, I think. She was like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So let's trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. I just was inside the strange woman's drawer. Probably underwear. It was when I tried to look in the drawer that I got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Where? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you've no need for anything, I may be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a little bit. I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick. May I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was his name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be the coincidence? No. Examine. We're gonna peek in her underwear for you guys. That could be a dildo for all we know. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. I have no chance to see what's inside. Huh? What do we have here? A wiretap, huh? What would a woman like her be doing with the thing like this? Wiretap added to court record. There's definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy. Still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Yeah, 1v1 me, Miss May, in bed. I mean, in court. Yes. I don't know. Am I gonna finish this? I might display this as done and see if I have time to go to Walmart. If not, I might have to go like early in the morning. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 1. Moving on up to the east side, to the courtroom in the sky. I'm wound up tonight. I don't know what the hell. The court is now in session. The trial of Miss Mia Fey. Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Hoo-ha! Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me like in an instant. Like a white on rice in a snowstorm. Mr. Edgeworth, give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Prosecution evidence that she committed the murder, and we have the witness that saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of the case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. These two gumshoes are picking up his slacks. Witness, please state your name and profession for the courts. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the Peace Rig, sir. Detective Gumshoe, settle the fuck down. Please describe for us the details of the murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found here in the window here. The cause of death, the loss of blood to being struck in a blunt object, sir. Murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be deadly weapon even the girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. 4 plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Huh, Detective Gumshoe? Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We heard a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. No, she didn't. Huh. At the very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may be beginning cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination of what? I could see a single conversation. Oh, whoosh. Smack. Hey, Mia just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh. I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give it a try. I already do press people on everything. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. I am Stark Riven Matlock. Maya's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Press. Hold it. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel right across the crime scene. Okay. I pressed, not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Hold it. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between receiving a call and arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say that about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto of the month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people where you found the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, and lawyer Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Hold it. You're absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She's pretty unremarkable, unmistakable. I should pick my points and press it a little bit more careful. A little more care. Immediately arrested me at Faye. Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had Harvard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You did say it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink and Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. I'm sure it isn't Pink. It isn't Pink, pal? Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess the pressing could have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear the testimony again. Hard evidence. I'll give you some hard evidence right here, buddy. In securing the suspect to examine the scene of the crime with my own eyes, I found a memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it was the word Maya. Or the word Maya was written on Corleone blood. The last lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was a blood found in the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Grumble, 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 grumble. Grumble, 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 grumble. How'd you like that? That's my hard evidence. Keep your hard evidence in your pants, man. Before we get cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why don't you testify about the vital piece of evidence in the first time? You son of a bitch. I keep adding my ad-libs to this. I know I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about that, sir. Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump to the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then you did. Who did write it? Smarty pants. What? Who? The killer. The killer? Anyone can see that. Huh? You're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please. She was framed. Objection. Hold on. If that's the case, where's the evidence? Irk. Nah, I guess that's a bit of tall water for you. Those without evidence should open their mouths, right, Mr. Wright? Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. It was the word Maya. It was clearly written in blood. Do you have proof that it was Maya who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, he sounded pretty confident. This might be not good. The lab results that showed that it was the victim drawn in a... lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? What kind? Well, here they take the little bits of blood and the hermoglobulin, Babylon. I refuse to testify in this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that's quite clear. You may continue your testimony. Thanks, pal. You mean your honor, sir? Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus your next paycheck. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? There's also blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha, nice try. I guess it wasn't too hard to see that was getting at that there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and in the movies. This is the movies, detective. Oof. Let's talk about the reality, shall we? I guess. We haven't heard of many cases now. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister. Yeah, actually, we got to a point. Got a point, pal. Start right there. The witness' opinion in the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. Victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of the killer. Tells her the name of her killer. Grumble. Proof, order. That didn't go so well. That's right. That's what he said. What? That didn't go so well. That's right. That's what he said. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of oh. Okay, sweet. We saw this. Okay, so let's look at the evidence. Because we got no more. Oh wait. That was his whole testimony, okay. There has to be contradiction somewhere, let's find it. Okay, so what do we have? Type of death is 9 p.m. Cause of blood trauma, death is instantaneous. Okay, so she couldn't have wrote it if she died instantaneously, right? So, no photo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On the word Mayo is written clearly in blood. Lab results shows victims also blood in the father's finger before she died. Here we go. There we go. Present this. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note that she accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Is that what you're really saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? No. You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who could not have written it. The report from the department, detective, it's immediate death due to blow to a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective, if that is your real name. If that is your real rank. Order. Defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain an autopsy report? What? When? The day after the murder? The day after the murder. Prosecution's point being... Tisk. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. That was almost immediately due to the blow of the blood from the blunt object. But there's a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning. Yeah, but you're withholding. You'd have to share that. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you would have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard there's nothing you won't get to get your victim a verdict. That's the reason you could possibly have. What reason could you have possibly had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks in the prosecution. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts evidence. Autopsy updated the client record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Yeah, but the obvious is not always the right thing. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. The poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Grumble, 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 grumble. But the witness, Miss April, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Exactly. Nah. Meh. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Oh, at your service indeed. I think she's, serviced a lot of people. Take that as you will. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from the wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She has already captured the hearts of every man in the court. Tell us, were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, in my hotel room, teehee. I texted in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fane Company offices. That's right, big boy. Please specify the court about what you saw. Big boy, really? That's right, big boy. I think I'm using the wrong voice for her. She needs a Southern Belle voice. It was around 9 o'clock at night. I'm looking out my window, you know. And then, I saw a woman in long hair getting attacked. This one attacking her was a little mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught it up in the end and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. A wink. Huh. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's remarkably solid testimony. That's what? Shut up, Honor. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about the cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony was quite firm, didn't you? Dude, the thing you find firm is in your pants. Mr. Wright, you understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Oh yeah, I do. This game is so inadvertently dirty, and not so inadvertently dirty. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectionally good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? To right, I will. I'm gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Oh, we're gonna rip her apart. We're gonna rip her a new one. Okay, it was 9 o'clock at night when I looked outside the window. Hold it. Why'd you do that? Huh? Why? Why would I? I think she's more of a Valley girl the way she's talking, but I guess she's Southern Belle now. Why did you look out the window? Were we expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of the question that easy? I sorta, you know... Jiggle boobs? I had a feeling. Well, I guess the feeling she got to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look at the window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, will you not be badgering the witness? She's not a badger. Badgering? We don't need no stinking badgers. If you insist on needling her with all these trivial questions... Oh, you want to needle her at night, don't you, buddy? You guys... I'm getting cough drops. My throat's starting to go from... reading so much. My dog's getting all excited. I really don't think it should be allowed. Excuse me. Yeah, stop him. Oh my god, we're in a court full of simps. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? She looked at the window. What do you see next? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair, that was Miss Faye. Or Mia Faye. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if you're into that thing. That's your thing. Your thing? Well, the person attacking her... The one attacking her was a master girl sitting in the defender's chair. How do you know that she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girl's physique. Women know these kinds of things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with the short, and a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Question of testimony. Hold it a minute. This testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling me the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Erp! Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning of this? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean... Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mia Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Huh? No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except for her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far away, looks like a normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way that night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar! What are you trying to do to me, or say you mean lawyer? I say what I saw. I just didn't think it was all trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May. The court would like you to remind you please not to omit nothing from your testimony. Sorry, jiggle boobs. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. I'm sorry, she's like jiggling her boobs around, so... Jiggle boobs, jiggle boobs. Jiggle boobs, jiggle boobs. Hop, 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 hitty hop. Sorry. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I bet you want her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the woman in hippie clothes ran after her. Then she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, it's kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does accuracy of the report not state start of UT? I see. I only wish you had been this detailed from the beginning. Please begin with the cross-examination. Witnesses' accounts. Cross-examination. Begin. I saw everything I did. So you saw me then too. Of course. I remember that spiky haired anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks of the defense attorney. Boob jiggle. I was a bad girl. I'm sorry. Very well. Continue. She's an uwu girl. I'm sorry. She's all like doing the anime cat girl stance, and the victim of the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right? Is that right? As in your right? As you looked from the hotel. Which hand do you think my knife? Which hand do you hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. It was to the right, Mr. Wright. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for you to remember that her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like in a bun. Sigh. What happened then? We pretty soon just gave her information how she's using it. She hit her with that weapon, and then she hit her with that weapon I did. Where did your weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock, was the kind of statue we clocked the thinker, I think. Hey, clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look to our Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I know someone, I'm onto something now. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Like your shirt. She didn't even wear a shirt. She just got a coat on. What the hell? Revealing? Oh, would you like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Naughty Lawyer? You said that this statue, the thinker, was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Herp. Another person is in much of a same situation as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Murmur, 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 grumble, grumble, murmur, murmur. Order in the court. Miss May, can you explain how you know it was a clock? Herp. The witness saw the murder with their own eyes. That's what's all important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. That's bullshit. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once. Objection sustained. You may continue your question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you didn't stop me there, this trial would have been over. Huh? What? So what happened now? What happens now is you answer my questions. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the offices of Faye & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The offices of Faye & Co. where did the murder take place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because they couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it's empty. The clock and missing the clockwork. How could you possibly just have a look as soon as you can? Huh? Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as defense says. This clock is missing on the clockwork. It's quite empty. Murmur, grumble, murmur, murmur, grumble. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court the meaning of this? It says you can see the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat. Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Huh? Quite a show you put on for us there, Mr. Wright. You know the clock was empty, somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock was empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, they must have asked when was the clockwork removed. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. Huh? That's true. It is possible. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, right? Can you prove when the clock was removed? Yes, I can. Oh, impossible, of course. No, it's not. Nothing's impossible. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof. Like you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed. Take a look at this. Huh? That's a very cheap, cute cell phone. Oh, haha. You have a curl phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is a defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble. That good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Why is it a lawyer evaluating a detective? That's just weird. Why goes out to you, Edgeworth? Not. Psych! Let's see the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think the recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this is recorded in the morning before the witness even arrived at her hotel room. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that this weapon was a clock? Well, wasn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was it in? Again, I goes to so many. Oops. Boob jiggle. I forgot. Wink. So when it's seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objection to Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claimed that you've seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence to prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Made by Mr. Larry Harry Butts. It's simple. The clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here in his police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think you're high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Humph. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh. She just went where Karen on us. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Yes, I did it, and I hope he burns in hell! Sorry, it's from Time to Kill. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh! Silly me. Did I just, lose it? I guess I did, Tahid. Boob jiggle wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Huh. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I know the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she may have heard it was a clock. She heard? That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I could show you the proof. It's in the pudding. Well, that's interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the witness proving that I had heard that... Okay. Wiretap. Have you looked at this? Or have a look at this. Ooh, that's, I found it in Miss May's room. Ugh. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what that is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim's Miss May Afea's phone, were you not? Objection. Your Honor, this is relevant. It's not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness is in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if it was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... the goddamn phone. Mia, what's up? I haven't heard the time. This time, it's the clock. Yep. Okay. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen to it once more in the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Beep. Mia, what's up? You haven't called me in a while. Well, actually, there's something I need to hold for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. They made it look like a statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Huh? Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Doesn't she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May? Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like this? You lawyer? You dang lawyer! Sorry. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm a bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Wah! That did it. At the court scene, the real Miss April May now. That to do with the final blow. Why the wiretap? You did it, didn't you? Why did you wiretap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't it just a murder trial? Isn't it a little tippity-tappity irrelevant? Gah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I already call that irrelevant. Man, this one's taking me longer than I thought it was going to take me. While the court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with the murder, even though the tapped her phone?
Please check the chat.
I don't want to check the chat. I'm reading this. Wait, how are you playing the DS on stream? I just call it. It's a website. I posted it before in the DFX. I can tell you later. I use two emulator sites. And the DS thingy it's an overlay I made. I made this overlay, so technically, hold on. So, what I'm seeing on is a website. It's like showing both screen as a whole screen. I made 2 video captures, and I made it so it fits into this thing that I found, this DS background that I found, and I was able to cut out the screens and do it that way. So I got all fancy and made a DS overlay. Yes, I use an overlay an emulator thing. I can see that pull off. It's I can post it later though. After this, I'll post it on the goddamn it, Discord. That's the word. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I could see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Tee-hee. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. Oob jiggle. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I'm assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Huh. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have this regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Asked the bellboy. Wink. I also have an overlay for when I play arcade games. It's another. It looks like we're actually playing an arcade screen. Ergo, the witness is not on the scene at the time of the murder. No, but she's working with an accomplice. So where does this leave us? It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's cell phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands, we saw the defendant may have faked commit murder. No, they're going to let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does this defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the boy and the witness, continue. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You think you've sunken quite low enough already? Object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. Huh? However, if you agree to one condition, I consent to calling the witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after examining the bellboy, then you have to recognize that Miss April May is not the killer, thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty of Miss Maya Fey. That's my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, I got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Man, I hope I don't screw this up. I haven't played this game since I played it originally on DS. And I know it's all been remade, but I don't have the money to buy the new stuff. I understand, I accept the condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. You activated my trap card. Oh yeah? Well, I have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Very well. Court calls the hotel bellboys to the stand. I need to watch more Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I've watched maybe this first season of that. Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe you're ready for the witness testimony. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yeah, he does. Look at this smarmy motherfucker. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, then witness may begin his testimony. Pretty good, sir. Miss May's room service. Oh, I bet you got service in the room a bunch. I'm the head bedboy at the Gatewater Hotel. Oh, okay, so I get it. It's Watergate. It took me a while to get that one. Watergate. Gatewater. The business for 4 generations. We received the call that afternoon, after 8 o'clock in the evening, for our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her room at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at the precisely requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to the guest, Miss May herself. Wait, we already got a contradiction because she said she heard the clock go off at a certain time. If she wasn't there, how'd she hear the clock go off? I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. I can't prove Miss May is innocent or involved in the murder now. May is finished. Cross-examination. I'm the head bellboy at the Gatewater Hotel, the business for 4 generations. Hold it. Excuse me. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. Oh, I bet. I check the guests in, I check out the guests. I bet you check out the guests. I clean the rooms, make the beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Oh, I bet you did. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. He looks like the guy from, was it John Wick that sells guns? The sommelier. He's like ready to like sell you a gun. I still need to see John Wick 4. Anyways, I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from a guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. Why could you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. I mean, the point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Well, what then? She asked for iced coffee brought into her room at 9 o'clock on the dot. He just said them. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed the detailed service several times. She's watching a program on TV and wished we drink it after she finished, sir. 9 a.m., the time of the murder. I brought it to you precisely across the time, of course. Precisely 9 o'clock, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like you to have iced coffee exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door and at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would you be so particular about that time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure that was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, ever so absolutely, sir. It's an enduring mannerism of mine. How could you be so certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, she favored me with an embrace her, sir? Embrace her? Is that French for embrace? The French word for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? Believe me, perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. No. Oh, okay, my internet froze for a second. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Ha! It is a little bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait, please, wait. Yes? Does that defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This rate of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that is all. Okay. This is my really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service, bed making. He said there was 2 people. Did he see 2 people when they checked in? Room service, bed making. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. I first thought that she was a very beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Huh? Excuse me? What exactly was the disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I have a little chance with her lover there. Ha! Ha! I caught her. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quiet. Oh boy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Objection, that was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will ask the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Huh? He asked me not to mention that if it wasn't specifically asked her. Ugh. Oh, dude, he's hiding. He's like covering up evidence. What the hell? That's that can get you disbarred. You fool! I've done it. I won. This April May checked in the twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see the man in the room. That's right, sir. Huh? Your Honor, we have just learned that another person involved who may have been the murderer. It's very light. I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Do you agree, Miss Edgeworth? Who? Who was this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss April May. The man who checked in with it, Miss May. Oh, kind of like dismay, Miss May. I got it now. There's always like weird plays on word. Oof, Your Honor. As had been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. And yet Miss May, I don't know why it took me that long to like get that. Miss May, dismay. Herself was the alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you liked it wasn't too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man in the court. Oof! Yeah, cover up evidence. Absurd, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, cast. Yes, Your Honor. That's all for today. The trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. I don't know if I'm able to... Is this the end of the trial? Because if it's not, I need to stop it. It's already 10:30 for me. I'm already not going to be able to go to Walmart. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I'll have to go up early and do it tomorrow. I think I might have your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Hee hee. Then again, what other attorney was pretty cool too? Huh? That face of his, with his wide eyes and trembling lips. It sets shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I have to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead on today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that? Anyway, I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think it was the one who... Maybe so. Sis? Don't worry, I found him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for the full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. April May's testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, it's time to hit the pavement and do some investigation. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. To be continued next Tuesday, because I am already over. Do you want to save anytime? Yes, I do need to save. At the top, there's a save button. File name. What's... What we should, Wright. Just name it Wright, I guess. Can I save this? Oh, wait. Am I... Not make keyboards work? What's going on? What? Save state. There we go. Browser storage server. Local file. There we go. Yes. Alright, so that's it for tonight. I'm gonna rate out... Did it? Is my stream fucked up? Do we have an ending on this thing or not? I guess